Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday Eve, y'all. Welcome to the Mamapreneur Podcast. I am your fabulous, amazing hostess with the mostest, Robbin, and welcome to episode 62 up in this piece. Episode 62. Again, every show I'm just in awe. I am in awe every time that I get to show my face in the podcasting. I like to call it the podcasting hemisphere. I'm glad that I can be with you guys every second and fourth Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And tonight is going to be a treat. The theme is four Texans and a Georgian. You'll catch on in a minute. So, all right. So before I get to my amazing guests tonight, because you guys are going to love them, I need my audience. I need you guys sharing the live broadcast, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. I need you sharing tonight's live, or if you're watching the replay, please make sure that you are sharing the replay. Also, make sure you're typing hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments. I do giveaways every show. Your name may be called, but you must share in order to get added to the drawing. So that is your first order of business, audience members. First order of business. Next, we have people that tune in from all over the country. What started out as a DFW show, we have people that are tuning in from all over the country, and really, when I check the analytics, all over the world. So I would like to know where you're tuning in from. Post that in the comments, in the chat. Where are you tuning in from today? I just love seeing people that, I did an analytics check recently and someone in Australia found us. I was like, okay, expansion. So I am here for it. So let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. Also, this show stemmed from me going to a networking event. And we're going to network in the comments. So for my entrepreneurs that are watching the live right now or watching the replay, I would like for you to tag your social media info in the comments, your website, your Twitter, child, if people still on Twitter, X, whatever you call that. I was about to say Black Planet. I was about to be sarcastic. Anyway, your social media platforms, make sure that you put your business info in the chat, and let's network amongst one another in the chat. You never know who may need your services. So the more you put it out there, just never know. All right. All righty. So few announcements before I get to my ladies. First things first, make sure you are subscribed to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel, where we get all things Mamapreneur. So if you're on YouTube right now tuning in, make sure you click that subscribe button exactly where you're viewing right now. And for those who are not tuning in on YouTube, after the show is over, I need you to hop on over to YouTube and subscribe to the Mamapreneur YouTube channel, okay? All right. So this show is sponsored by my good friend Natalie Clark of I Am Strong, and she is having a Evening of Black Culture, Black History program on this upcoming Saturday. If you're in the Arlington, DFW area, she's having it at University of Texas in Arlington, celebrating all aspects of Black history through song, dance, and spoken word. And I will post the link in the comments so you guys can go and support Natalie and I Am Strong. And it's Black History Month, y'all. So go get a little culture. All right. All right. Okay. Now booking for 2024 for the Mamapreneur Podcast. So if you are a female business owner, does not matter where you are in the country, and you're looking to get more growth and exposure for your brand, the Mamapreneur Podcast is the place to be. Just like these ladies are here tonight to promote themselves and their brands, this show it's reaching people like when folks are getting referred to you, it's great. So don't miss that wave, because we are booking for the middle of the year through the end of the year as we speak. Spots do fill up quickly. I cracked a joke one episode. We treat this like Ross. You know, when you go to Ross and you see that cute dress, that cute top, and you say, you know what, I'm going to come back when I get paid. And then you go back when you get paid and that top gone, that dress gone. That's what's happening with these spots for the Mamapreneur Podcast. So do not miss that wave on coming onto the show and promoting yourself. Again, the more you talk about your brand, the more people will see it and more eyes on you. You need more eyes, more exposure, and you can get you some clients and make some money, okay? I've seen it happen on this platform. So, all right. What else, y'all? Also, I am doing the Mamapreneur Podcast pitch competition. Did it last year. It was amazing. Had some amazing entries. I picked 2 winners last year, and I decided to do it again. So if you want to get some free advertisement on this platform, the pitch competition is the way to go. So you are going to email me or send me a direct message with at least up to a minute video of you pitching your business. I've gotten some great entries so far, and I am announcing the winner on March 3rd. So you still have some time to send me your videos promoting your business. You can send it directly to me at Mamapreneur Podcast, IG, Facebook. You can send it to either one of those directly, and I will should be able to get it. I think I've had one person whose video was too long for Instagram and they had to email it to me, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay. So yes, the winner will be announced on March 3rd. So why not join the pitch competition? Okay. Also, if you're in the DFW area, I started having networking events. I'm always doing stuff with my Facebook group, Mamapreneur Tribe, but I would want to do some more in-person activities. So I am having a networking dinner on March 9th here in DFW area. Link will be posted shortly, and few spots left. I think I got 2 spots left. So if you're a female entrepreneur in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you just want to meet some people, get some community, make some connections, this event is for you. March 9th at 7:30 p.m. in the Dallas area. So I'll shoot that link over so you can register through there. Also, before I get to my ladies, I have 2 webinars coming up. March 4th, the Mamapreneur Podcasting webinar for my people who are interested in podcasting, or for my people who have existing platforms. If you have existing platforms, I can help you monetize and brand that thing. So links will be posted as well in the chat, so be on the lookout for that. Also, if you are wondering how to stand out in a saturated industry, that's what the webinar is called. It is on March 11th, and it's how to stand out in a saturated industry in your respective fields, because we all are in saturated industries, all of us. So, yeah. So that is March 11th. So be on the lookout for that. And I didn't give her shouts out yet before I get to my affirmations. Shouts out to Kesha Cash of POWERTEAM. She is the reason why we are here. 62 episodes in. Thank you, sis. You know, I got to give you your flowers. I give her flowers. And audience, if you are feeling what we're talking about today, if you have any questions, make sure you comment, post in the comments. If your cousin is on here tonight, make sure you show her some support. Your sister, your wife, whomever, you give them some love. Give these ladies some love. They all have amazing platforms, and make sure when they say where they can be followed and reached, make sure you follow them, reach out to them, do business with them. Everyone is doing such great things. Okay. All right. So you guys that have tuned in before, you know that I love affirmations. I say when you speak positive things will come. And so today I'm going to give you guys a few affirmations, and I hope these bless you like they blessed me. Okay. So get your pen, your paper, your notes section, whatever, and jot these down, y'all. Jot these down. I only got a few today. Let's see. Okay. I am walking into a season of overflow. I am walking into a season of overflow. Okay. 2024 will be my year of breakthrough, promotion, and elevation. 2024 will be my year of breakthrough, promotion, and elevation. My business will thrive and flourish in 2024. My business will thrive and flourish in 2024. Here's another one. Y'all gonna hop out your seats on this one. My annual salary will one day become my monthly salary. I don't think you heard me. Let me say that for the people in the back. My annual salary will one day become my monthly salary. In Mary Kay, we would pull it from the sky. If it was something that, we want the Lord to bless us with, we pull it from the sky. So I hope y'all are up here doing this number here, okay? Pull that thing down, okay? All right. God is going to enlarge my territory in 2024. God is going to enlarge my territory in 2024. And lastly, I am worthy of success, and I will continue to pursue my goals. I am worthy of success, and I will continue to pursue my goals. All right. That's all, folks. That's all the affirmations for this week. All right. So it's time for you all to meet my ladies. So I got 4 amazing mama jammas that are doing amazing things in their perspective fields. I mean, let me tell y'all something. If a Black woman ain't gonna do nothing, we're gonna have a skill set. We're gonna coach somebody. We're gonna sell something. We're gonna have a hustle. And I love that every lady here is a coach within what they do. They're all just fabulous. I love it. And so I can't wait for you guys to hear what they have to say. Again, if you have questions for any of these ladies, please make sure that you type them in the chat. If you're agreeing with something they're saying, type it in the chat. We are an engaging podcast. Yes, these ladies are all thebomb.com, and you're going to enjoy anything that they say. But we want you guys to engage as well. That's what it's all about, okay? All righty. So my first victim is Coach KB. This is our Georgian. So she is based out of Atlanta, Georgia. She is out here doing amazing things. She has such an amazing testimony. And she is with Ready to Live Soaps. So ladies and gentlemen and ladies, Coach KB. You can go ahead and unmute, girl.
Hey, good. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing the Georgian, the ATLian to come in the house. Thank you.
Yes. So tell everybody about you and your amazing brand, Ready to Live Soaps.
Yes, absolutely. So I am the founder of Ready to Live Soaps. We are a wellness center that infuses mindset shifting with the creativity of soap making. Crazy, right? Who would have thought? But we're trying to find a way to touch the underserved communities through something creative that's fun and that is given therapeutic relief. I was a mindset coach prior to my story that I tell a lot before I became the founder of Ready to Live Soaps. So I kind of infused that mindset shift coaching background, my talent acquisition background, and my story of just being broken down to the core and finding my solace through soap making. That is what we do here in Atlanta. And it's such a vibe. We allow individuals to come in there, make their own soap, but also release through mental illness, release depression, just have a really safe space for them to kind of come in and open up while they're making something tangible that they can be really, really proud of when they go home.
That's amazing. And so tell the story about the soaps. Like, what made you say soap?
Yep.
So
why soap, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I come from 17 years in talent acquisition, and I thought that was my calling, y'all. I thought that my job was to come in there and save my community by resume writing, interview skills, and showing them how to get a 6-figure job. And so during the pandemic, when everybody was losing jobs, I gained two 6-figure roles. So I just knew that was my calling. But after 2 years, I lost both jobs in 1 week and went through a really, really horrible depression for 9 full months. Now, I was the captain save the world, with everyone getting everyone a job, but I couldn't save myself. And I tried, but I did not realize that I had a bigger calling on my life. So one day I'm on LinkedIn crying my eyes out, y'all, crying, just applying for jobs. And at that time, my fiance was like, no, take a break. Now, I had brought some soap making stuff a year prior, did like we all did, put it in my attic and never thought about it again. And he was like, won't you go downstairs and play with your little soap making stuff, right? And I'm just crying, and I dragged my feet downstairs, and I learned. I went on YouTube University, and I learned how to make soap. And when I tell you, it didn't take months, it didn't take weeks, it took hours of me starting to feel back like myself. And then I said, hold on, this is something. I started doing research, and I came into what was called creative therapy. And I said, why hasn't anyone in my community ever heard of creative therapy? And then a light bulb went off, and I said, KB, you're going to be that person that is going to bring them what brought you out of this darkness. And that was soap making. And from that day in my kitchen in November of 2022, I started Ready to Live Soaps. And on December 10th, 2022, we moved into our studio and we got our first client on December 13th. That is how fast our journey went. And since then, we have been moving up in the world, changing lives through soap making.
I love it. So talk about the classes. So is it just like the consistency of the soaps? What kind of, like, is it just hard soaps, or is it just like hand soaps, or what does that kind of entail?
So you come in first and foremost into a vibe. We have a couple of things that you have to do before you actually jump into the soap making, because like I said, this is a therapeutic experience. This is not just about soap making. Soap making is the bonus, right? You're coming into a wellness center. You're coming into good vibes. When you come in there, we're telling you you're officially family. So you always greet it with, hey, cousin, because you are officially a cousin. And then you got rules. You have positive energy. This is an interactive soap making experience, and that we don't believe in any mistakes. So you're coming in to release, right? Then I give you therapeutic questions where I could say something like, tell me about your favorite childhood memory and what scent does it make you think of? And so now when you're having moments that you're feeling down, that moment, that scent can all correlate. And now you have something to relate to happiness. And so we do a lot of questions based off of scent, shape, or color. And so once you're in that environment, I always start off by telling my story, because I don't tell my story to brag. I tell my story to inspire. And so from then, I always have someone to come in there and feel like, you too? Yep, we all have been there, either losing our job or going through something that has pushed us into our calling. And so everyone that comes into our experience, you have to do an intro, because we do believe in networking, and we have built so many networking opportunities just by talking about what we do. Especially as women, we feel like we want to humble ourselves and not boast about ourselves, but that is encouraged at Ready to Live Soaps. We want you to celebrate your wins. We want you to be excited about that. And so, from that, then inside of the actual soap making, that dopamine is working. You're releasing stress and you're doing something creative. And then the best part of it all is when you reveal your soap and you see something that you made, that you poured all your love in, and you release all that bad negative energy. You're so proud. You're smiling. Even my men, they're just super excited and super proud of what they made.
I love it. Is there a scent that's kind of like the popular scent of
You
all
know,
the scents
so
that you have?
no, it's tailored to you. So everything is custom. You pick your scent, you pick your molds, you pick crystals, you pick your color. You are customizing that
Wow.
soap to
Okay.
you. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay. I didn't know if you had like certain ones and if people just, that's the popular of all. I like that though. And then it's tailored to them. And I like it that you stick out from other places, because there's other places I'm pretty sure that have, you can create your own, your buff cities, things like that. But you add a personal touch to it. And so I love that. I love what you're doing. So if you tell everybody where exactly you're located in ATL.
Yes. If you are from Atlanta, you know exactly where I am. I'm in Castleberry Hill, right by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right by Peter Street. If you eat at Old Lady Gang, we're right around the corner. But we're inside of we're inside of the Concept House. And we're there with a bunch of other creatives, a bunch of other Black women doing successful things, and it's a good environment. And so that is where we are. And you know what? Like I tell everybody, when you come to Ready to Live Soaps, you have to come there with an open heart and just be there to come for a wonderful experience. And if you like wine, we always got wine on deck for all of our guests at 7 p.m. That's for all of our adults. So we always have wine. But kind of talking about what you were saying, Robbin, is for the customized molds, majority of our molds are words of affirmations, whether it's love, Black love, manifest, be kind, or some type of symbol to symbolize love, abundance, or prosperity.
All righty. You better work. Let the people know how you can be followed. Let the
Yes.
people know how you can be followed. Yes.
Yes, so I'm Ready to Live Soaps on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You can also find me at our website at www.readytolivesoaps.com. But we're on Vider, we're on Airbnb, and we're also on Eventbrite. So we're everywhere that you're looking to either do date night Thursdays, teen workshops on Saturday, or you just want to release Monday through Thursday. So we have so many great things available for you. And we also work with our veterans as well. So
that is amazing. You better work. All righty. Thank you, sis. All righty. Next, I have the amazing Crystal Crockett. She is your publisher. She is your book coach. She is all the things. And it's H-Town here. H-Town. Going down H-Town. Hi, Crystal. You can unmute yourself. Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing well. So tell everyone about your amazing brand.
Yes, so I am a self-publishing book coach and publisher. I actually started by publishing my own books. I published a prayer journal for Christian women, and then I published a book for Christian entrepreneurs to help them pray, plan, and prosper, teaching them how to partner with God so that their business can prosper. And then ultimately I started because I started as a school educator. I was teaching secondary education, and I hated it. And so I ended up transitioning into the tech space / publishing space, and then I was laid off. And so I went to a conference that summer after I got laid off. And while I was there, people were asking publishing questions to one of the speakers, and he couldn't answer the questions. And so I was like, well, I have the answers. And it was in that moment that the Holy Spirit was like, I need you to start this publishing company. And I fought it for a minute because I was like, this doesn't make sense. That's too big. And so after a while, people started coming to me just naturally. Hey, you published a book. Can you help me? And so now here I am. I haven't even fully launched, but I already have several book coaching clients that I've helped publish already. And so I'm excited to get in and help people tell their stories and just go from stuck to published.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Let everyone know how you can be followed.
Yes, you can find.
No, go ahead.
You can find me at crystalcrockett.com. You can also find me on social media on all handles at the Crystal Crockett.
Okay. Awesome, Miss Crystal. More questions to come. More questions to come. All right. Next is our diva, Dr. Sarita S. Bond. Hello. This is Austin, Texas. I gotta have a draw when I say Austin, Texas. Hey sis, how are you? You can unmute.
Hi, everybody. What's up?
Now, Dr. Sarita, a term we use here at the Mamapreneur Podcast is the Jackie of all trades. I don't have my shirt on today. And I like to call you the Jackie of all trades because this baby here does project management and coaching and fashion line. And I saw some earrings. We'll talk later. I was like, yeah, she is out here doing amazing things. So talk about your amazing brand and just why did you get started into entrepreneurship?
Oh, man. Where do I begin? Okay, so I am Dr. Sarita B, the fashionable PMP. So I have two personalities. I have the fashion side, which is my fashion business, Lipstick Killers Collection. I'm Afro-Latina, so it's all kinds of Afro-Latina love. We got bamboo earrings, purses, big jewelry, statement tees. Like, it's basically the embodiment of me in Lipstick Killers Collection. So, and we are fully sustainable. So every single purchase plants a tree, removes plastics from the ocean, because fashion's impact on the environment is horrible. We want to offset that. So we're certified carbon neutral. We source locally. It's just an amazing business. I love it. And I hope you love it too. But also the project management side of me. So I am a doctorate in project management and in business. And my first book, which is Hey Publishing, hey Houston, Miss Crockett with the publishing. Okay, I wish I knew you when I was doing this. My first book is about my doctoral study, but my second book, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit, but project management, I have Edgy Opulence Lifestyle Branding Company, and I am a consultant for companies that want to take their projects global. If you want to apply project management to your fashion business, I can help you with doing that. So I'm the international PMP. But then I also am an author. So the first book was my doctoral study, because 5 years studying on my book, I published it. Yes, I did. I said, yes, it's on Amazon. But my second book is the real, and it's called Unleash Your Inner Bad Bitch, because bad bitch being beautiful, ambitious, determined, brave, bold, intelligent, talented, creative, and heroic. And it's about taking project management practices and putting it into your entire life. And I'm sharing real life stories about everything I've been through working in tech, working in banking, just growing up, and all those skills, like converting the project management into being a bad bitch in your life and managing, balancing everything, balancing it all, career mom, all of it. So yes, I think that's everything.
Hey, if you've missed something, just get back to me like Robbin, and then you can do that. That's fine. I tell people, if you have 9,000 things going on in your business, come on and talk about all 9,000. So I'm pretty sure you'll think of something else in a moment. It's okay. Somebody is listening that may need all the services at one time. How about that? So much. Okay. And let everyone know how you can be reached, because I got more questions, but
yes. So Instagram and Twitter, Threads, I am Fashionable PMP. And to stay up to date on my book release, Unleash Your Inner Bad Bitch, is coming out in the spring. So drsaritabond.com. I am on LinkedIn. I'm on Pinterest, whatever. So drsaritabond.com, lipstickkillerscollection.com is the fashion website, and in Instagram.
Thank you so much. Love it, love it, love it. And last but not least, our other DFW lady besides myself, I like to call Tanya the guru of video. So I found Tanya, might have been Facebook. Tanya was doing a live. I forgot what the subject matter was, but of course it was about streaming. No, it was like different equipment that you can use for your streams. And I was like, I've never heard anyone go into so much detail about streaming and all the things. And you can look at her right now and look at her background. You see the mic, you just know she's ready. She's ready to talk about it all. But to see what she's doing, it brings so much value to her niche and much value to consultants and entrepreneurs and all the things. And so I'm glad when I put the ask out there, she said yes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Tanya Smith, Get Noticed with Video. Yes, ma'am. Hello, beautiful.
Hello. It's good to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I'm just glad that you were able to join me. I know you are fresh from a live.
Yeah.
I got to tune in for a little bit of it. I was riding the wave as well. She asked a few questions. Tanya does video marketing. She does coaching for that, and just talk about your start of getting noticed. You talked about it a little bit on your live. I was like, look at her talking about her story, but I want you to talk about how you got started. What made you say, I want to specifically focus on video marketing and content, things of that nature?
I definitely did not care at all to do video. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I actually started my business as a coach 20 plus years ago now.
Wow.
And when I started that, I was doing a lot more audio. So I would do telesummits. I had a huge telesummit. One of my very first big events was a conference with women all over the world who were speaking to Black women. It was called the Women of Color Career Summit. And it was back when we still had CDs. We could send those out in packages. And I loved audio, and I loved the power of being able to use technology as well as like Twitter and other social platforms back then. But I started noticing that I was not getting the same reach. I wasn't getting the same visibility. I wasn't getting the same numbers. I couldn't fill up seats anymore.
Yeah.
So probably several years back now, maybe 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years ago, I decided I was going to try to start doing video because I kept hearing the social platforms say, if you want us to move you up in the feed, you need to do video. And they want people to stay on their platforms. Facebook wants people to stay longer there. LinkedIn wants people to stay longer. It's the game. And so I made a decision that I was going to try it. Said, okay, well, fine. Either I'm going to just stop this altogether and not do any of this and just do my job, or I'm going to try something different. And what I love to say this line, that when you do what others won't, you get the opportunities that others don't. So I knew that a lot of people didn't want to do video. And I thought, if I can do something different, it will help me to stand out. And out of doing that, out of experiencing that whole year of learning and growth and criticism and judgment, but some amazing things happened. And that's how Get Noticed with Video was born, because I saw the power of putting yourself out there on camera. And I saw the power of looking like a professional when you do it. And that led me to want to help other people to do it too.
Amazing. Amazing. And I noticed, yes, that's the person claps, honey. I noticed with going live more, see, that was me. So I was like, and this was prior to the show. Show's been around almost 3. This is prior to the show. And I would hear you could get more reach. You could get more reach that way, going live, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, do I have to?
No.
Look at us. Hey, look at us now. I can go live now at the drop of a hat now.
Yeah.
But it took time to get to that space. So My question to you, because someone had asked me this recently, because I'm always posting videos and such, and all the things. They were like, Robbin, do you ever run out of ideas for content? I know what I said, but talk to the person that they may be lost in their content creation journey, and they're like, man, I'm running out of ideas on what to post.
Yeah. Part of that, a lot of times, is because the person may not be clear on how they want to show up.
Yep.
What is your expertise? What is the niche that you're going to claim? We need to be able to plant a flag somewhere. So just like these incredible ladies that you have on the show tonight, they've all planted flags in spots where they want to be seen. So they're not constantly chasing other people, but people are coming to them for their expertise. So when you get clear about that and you know what it is you're the expert in doing and saying and delivering, then you can be more clear. You'll have clarity about your content. You'll never run out of ideas, because if it's something that you're passionate about, then you're going to talk about that all day long, 24/7, every day of the week. I mean, you're going to do that just naturally because that is your gift. So I think part of it is just not being clear on what is the niche you want to claim. Where do you want to plant that flag?
Absolutely. Thank you. Hey, similar answer is what I told her. But one reason why I came up with the webinar that I'm actually have coming up on the 11th, how to stand out. Everybody does what they do and they have their own individual niche. But what I love about you ladies tonight, you guys exemplify. All right, we're going to be specific. And you all are very specific in and I love that you guys do things so differently. And I love for Tanya to see, I see other folks that do video and content and coaching and things of that nature. But I love when I see a lady of color. I love when I see she's here in DFW. I was like, okay. I'm so glad she's here. So I'll have more questions here in a minute. Let everyone know how you can be followed, how you can be reached, because she does coaching. I'm pretty sure you do like one-on-one and group coaching as well. Yeah. So let everybody know how you can be followed and everything.
My main website is getnoticedwithvideo.com. So that's the best place to connect. And then the secondary one would be streamlikeaboss.tv, because that will give you all my socials. It will let you know when we have another live stream that's coming up, what the topic's going to be. So between the two of those, you can find all our programs. You can get connected however you choose to. And that's what I got. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Tanya. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. All righty. All right, ladies. So we're going to have a little roundtable discussion. It's tailored to what everybody does. Everybody's a coach, well within their right, but it's going to be questions tailored to what you do. So you just answer based on it's your answer. Your answer, your way. All right. So as coaches, that's your wife. Hold on, baby. I love it. Don't stop. I love seeing people's families, support systems, and Crystal's husband is like, that's my wife up there. Okay. Yeah. Hey, husband. Okay. Now, in what you guys do, trends are always changing. How do you all stay current on trends in your respective niches? Anybody can go.
I'll go first. So I'm always on HubSpot. They have all these different courses for digital marketing, for SEO. And so because I also built the websites for my clients, I'm making sure that I'm always in depth on the new trends when it comes to website design, landing pages, as well as marketing their books, because I love to give them a layout of how they should market their book, as well as social media templates. So these are things that I need to make sure that I'm continuously knowing about the changing evolution of social media. It changes every day. So I'm studying the new social media, studying the new scheduling apps, those different things. So I'm always in the spot of a student, even though I am the expert to my clients. I'm always a student in my own eyes.
Yes, absolutely. And I think for you, before it was just there was books, just regular books, paperback books. Now ebooks and people now courses, before it was in a regular book. Now, you got all these different websites where you can sell your books, all the things. I know before I'd never really heard of book coaches, and I swear within this past 5 years, I hear of more people having book coaches. So I just think that is so cool. I think it keeps the author accountable. So yes,
it does.
Okay.
For sure.
Anyone else?
I'll go. I think for me, I have a service-based business. So for me, it's community partnerships. I am constantly partnering with other individuals that do something in the DIY sector because our kind of process is to be community-based. And so with us, we're partnering up with people who do shea butter, body butter, fragrance. And so for that gives our customers different perspectives to still have that therapeutic benefit, but trying other things outside of soap. So that's what we do to kind of stay current with the different changes of time.
Okay.
I guess I can go. Go ahead, Dr.
Go ahead.
No.
All right. So from a fashion perspective, I like to set my own trends because I don't like following the trends of fashion because then everybody's wearing the same thing. And I feel that you need to be different and you need to have your own swag and not be a follower in fashion, but actually be a leader in fashion. So I do look at color palettes now. I'm not going to lie. When is it Adobe that brings out what's the color of the year? Because usually they're like 100% on that. So I try to incorporate that. But when it comes down to like the style and everything, even by watching like the latest fashion weeks and things like that, that was just happening, the New York Fashion Week, Milan and all that, and seeing what's on the runways, some of that stuff is just very artistic and just creative for the show, not necessarily something that you could just run with and create like a whole collection around. And plus those designers created those ideas. So I'm not going to copy them. I'm going to have my own style. But when it comes down to the business side and project management side, oh, wow, you have to, in order to stay ahead of the game or to be, follow the trends in business, with project management, if you're a part of like the PMI community, the Project Management Institute community, they put you up on the game anyway. Like generative AI is like the latest trend that's going on now, and AI period, and that's AI across everything. But how to effectively use it as a benefit and bringing value to a business, bringing value to your process. So I agree also with saying that you're always in a learning, like always learning. # always learning. You do have to be open and, willing to like research and read up on on the latest trends when it comes down to the business side of it. But yeah, that's my view.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, Miss Tanya.
Yeah, honestly, I was going to echo some of the things that you just said, Dr. Sarita, because it's important to be, look, I'm a reader. And the old saying, readers are leaders. I know we say that, but really it's for real. Mm-hmm. So I read a lot. I follow different blogs. I follow podcasts. I study AI. I study all types of interesting things that have to do with not only what I do from a video marketing standpoint, but things that can make an impact on the future of that thing, right? So I think all of us have kind of expressed that in our own niches that we're doing something similar. For me, again, it is following specific podcasts, articles, blogs, watching other video professionals, being in the space with other video professionals. So there's communities that I'm a part of, like the eCam fam, because I want to make sure that I'm constantly staying up to date with whatever the features are that might be changing with the platforms that I play in. And I also even have a new podcast called App Therapy Club because people call me a walking Google. And so often in my community, people are asking, well, hey, I need a resource to help me to do this more efficiently. What do you think I should use? And if I've tried it or if I know about it and I've studied it, then I can say to my clients and to the people that are in my circle of influence, this is right for you because, or I really wouldn't recommend that you invest or spend money on that thing, because so I can't do that unless I can constantly stay up on, stay in the groove and know exactly what I'm talking about. And if I don't know, I have resources I can point them to.
Okay. That's amazing. That kind of part of what you just said leads over to my next question. Okay. So we are in coaching world. Coaching world has become, of course, kind of like what I have my webinar on, saturated. So how do you build that know, like, and trust factor to a possible potential client that may want to work with you?
Well, honestly, as a consultant, I have like my past projects, and that credibility speaks towards the trust. And that's how they like actually have the trust in me and believe I can do it. Don't just go off my gram, because I go hard. So I'm unfiltered and I'm raw with it. Like, that's the real me. But my clients might be like, oh, okay. I'm not going to talk like that in your meeting. However,
You
but
code switching.
I let my past. I'm raw. Oh Lord. But I let my past projects speak towards the my work ethic and what I can do for you. And also the knowledge that I have as far as like where you want to go. That's why I only do like specific types of projects and specific like strategies, because that's where my knowledge and expertise lies. I'm not going to try to jump into something and help you, and I don't have no idea how to do it. If you want me to help you, I'm going to help you. And I'm going to tell you like what I, like my expertise in what if it doesn't align with your goals, then I'm just the wrong person for you. And that's okay. But I know a whole bunch of other women that can help you out, honey. So it's all good, taking a step back, like, that's not really what I do. But when it comes down sort of like coaching, I look at coaching sort of as like mentorship as well. Like consulting is business. I'm going to expect to get paid. But when it comes down to coaching, I look at that as a mentoring thing. And I am an open book when it comes to that. And some people probably kill me like, girl, you can charge me that. No, like if you hit me up on your DM and ask me a question about how did you get your PMP, I'm going to tell you. If you ask me, well, what do you recommend? I'm going to tell you. I don't feel like I should have to charge you to tell you that. Like I feel like sharing the game and sharing the knowledge. So.
Now, if you pull out your notepad, like what happened in one of my coaching calls, let me do a dramatization. Hold, please. So I had a call, it was a free discovery call. And because I coach salon and spa owners, help them grow their businesses. Because I tell people beauty school taught us everything but that. So I was talking to a lady who was having a startup, and I answered questions, free 99. And then that baby pulled out that, the big yellow notepad. It's about this big. It's huge. She pulled it out. I was like, oh no, now we got to start charging there. But so I'm going to answer a few questions, just saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Cash your free 99. That's what I had said. Yeah, I'm cracking jokes. Anybody else have anything to add to that before I go to my next question?
I just remain relatable. I tell my story because when I started book writing, I felt like it was overwhelming. I was like, I don't know how to tell my story. I don't know. Like I just had all the I don't knows. Yeah. And I was dealing with imposter syndrome, really. And so once I got past, it's not about me, but it's about helping other people. Then I was able to really get focused and I got clarity. And then I put myself aside. And so I just relate to people and let them know, hey, you're not alone. You're not the last person that'll feel this feeling, but you need to write this book. So let's get it out. And then you'll be happy once you birth it.
Okay. Look at you. So with that process, like how long is that? Like this one client in particular, how long does that process take?
So right now I'm doing one-on-ones, but I'm about to switch to group coaching. So my one-on-ones have been 6 to 8 weeks, which has been a steal. It has been a steal, which is why I'm switching to group coaching. So
Uh-huh.
for group coaching, it will be 6 to 8 weeks, but of course it'll be in a group atmosphere. But I'll still do one-on-ones, but it'll be a little bit more.
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 Too funny. And I'd ask that for Tanya too, because Tanya, you do video coaching. Is yours set to a specific time frame, or is it just kind of tailored to that person, the client that you're dealing with at the time?
What, meaning my coaching services for them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to do discovery calls. And I'll tell y'all a quick story of something that happened last year that made me say, let me pause for a minute. So I just do discovery calls, but when I first started doing them, they were wide open. And I just allow people to fill up, which they do. Like you said, they put their notebook out and they would fill this thing up, and then they wouldn't need me. They didn't need to hire me. So eventually I learned to just do a 15-minute laser session. And in the expectation setting, first of all, they're filling out a qualifying form.
Mm-hmm.
And in that form, it's asking them questions like, what are you willing to invest if we do coach together? And this is not a coaching call that you're about to get on, but this is an opportunity to share a little bit about your challenges, what you're challenged with, and you'll do most of the talking. But at the end, I'll share with you if I think I can help, what my services are or what my packages are that might be beneficial to you. So I've gotten really clear.
Yeah.
About expectation setting. But here's what happened, y'all, because I wasn't clear enough. A gentleman, let's just say he was of a different persuasion, decided to use my coaching calendar to get on my coaching time for the 15 minutes and tell me his stuff. So when he got into the call, so what I've learned to do even more so now is to really lock this thing down. So
As you should.
I approve people specifically based on answers they give, or I deny. They have to apply for a discovery call. It has to be something where I'm really clear about who this person is and where they're coming from. Because it was really interesting. He booked the whole call, went through the process, and then got into the call and started asking me, well, how do you think I might be able to help you? This is what I do. And I said, that's not how this works. I can't believe you actually abused my time to sell me your services. So yeah, I'm very restrictive these days. I'm very much in value of my time. I know what I deliver and what I can offer. So I don't negotiate on that anymore.
And you bring so much value. I mean, just the things that you do teach and talk about on your live specifically. And it'd be stuff that you don't even think of, like, oh my God, certain ways of, editing. Again, she was talking about microphones on one. I was just typing up a storm. I'm like, what microphone do you think I should get? She's just typing back or telling me on the live personally, just different systems and databases. I was like, man, you just schooled me. And it was an hour live. I'm like, I pulled my, I didn't have the yellow notepad, but I did pull one out.
And see, that's different, right? That's the differentiator is my live streams truly are part of my awareness and bonding. Out of the process of awareness, bonding, conversion, and delight, those are my 4 in the life cycle of a person who is moving from being a viewer to becoming a paying client. Mm-hmm. But when they're in that awareness and bonding phase, I can do that through that live stream. Nobody's going to know all the things I know from a single live stream. They're just not.
Right.
So it's enough for people to walk away if they need to use that. And I'm giving it in a group setting. But if you're taking up my personal one-on-one time that I could be actually having a paying client in that seat and working with them to do a deeper strategy, that's a whole different thing. So
trying to sell a services.
Child. I was like, no, he didn't.
The audacity. All right, ladies. So we're gonna go around round robin. No pun intended. Round robin. And I want you ladies to describe your businesses. If these people that are watching right now don't know nothing about y'all, give me a description of your business in 3 words. Go, KB. Go.
You gonna put it on me first. So I'm starting to think this is a Georgia thing. Y'all coming at me, no. We are a therapeutic haven, you know, a safe space. I know you said 3 words, but I just can't give it in 3 words. I know I didn't talk about coaching about when everyone else was hopping on, but I just want to say ours is a little different. We actually grab you first and foremost. When you come in, you've already paid your money to come in for a therapeutic experience. So if you're looking for a safe space to come in there and leave with something tangible and have a great time with people that are like-minded, Ready to Live Soaps is the place to go.
I love it. And hey, those that are watching and listening, she has wine.
And photo shoots too. We do photos too.
Had to throw that in there. You know, wine will bring people anywhere. It could be something like a boring like gallery or something. Be like, well, we have wine. All right.
But I will say, Robbin, for anybody who has a teen organization, a group home, or anything, we do free teen workshops on Saturday. It is our way to get our teens off the street, get them back into creativity, and get them back into a safe space to express themselves, because them babies be talking, and they got a lot of things on their heart. So anybody out there that has that, please contact me. We would love to bring your babies in.
That's amazing. Come on now. I just love you, KB. Just awesome. All right. Dr. Sarita B.
Ooh, 3 words. Fearless, strategic, and global.
You better say that. Global.
That's all my businesses.
Yes. I'm here for it. Miss Crystal.
Creative, safe, and prophetic.
All right. Tanya.
This is hard. Simplify, service, stream.
Stream. I knew stream would be in there somewhere.
Stream had to be in there.
Yes. The queen of stream. the guru of video, I swear. Okay. Last question. What has 2024 taught you so far in your business? Anybody can go.
It's taught me to shift. It's taught me that it's okay to shift. You might have created your whole entire plan for 2024 in December or November or even earlier in the year. But what I realized is that a lot of things happened just in the first few weeks of January that made the difference in what I'm going to do for the rest of this year. So I think giving ourselves grace to be able to make a shift when we need to, and when we recognize that Holy Spirit is telling us, hey, you need to move differently than I told you, than you thought you needed to. I think that's what I've learned.
Awesome. Before anybody else answers, Kesha gonna throw her little question in there, talking about Robbin, what's mine? What describes my 3 words that describe my business is community, connection, and collaboration, because that's what it's all about. So, all right. Anybody want to answer the next one? What has 2024 taught you so far in your business? And that's crazy that it's almost March. Go ahead.
I would say embrace the abundance, because sometimes you put in so much work, and then when it actually starts to become fruitful and bring you opportunities and things, you have to embrace it and not run away from it.
Yeah.
So, and find time for it. So far it's been really, really rough. I really tested my resilience and just trying to maneuver everything that's been going on, because life has been lifing, but at the same time staying focused. And then when the opportunities come, if I can swing it, I would do it. So yeah, and be grateful for those opportunities too. Like being on here. Yes, honey.
Yes, I'm glad you're here. Okay.
I would say embrace God's timing. You know, that's been something that's really kind of test with me. I started off my business so strong, and when I hit that little dip, even though it was a baby dip, you know, it really shook me up, and it really had me to open my eyes up. So I would just definitely say God's timing is God's timing. Even though you want it, it doesn't mean it's right for you or it's the right time for it.
Oh Lord, yeah, that was gonna be mine. Goodness, yeah. Living it now. Go ahead, Crystal. She done called me out. Go ahead.
Shout you out. For me, it's really making time to strategize with God. I realized that when I would try to plan it my way, I would be disappointed. I would mess up, and I'm like, "Oh, why did it not work?" And God's like, "I told you what to do." So once I really sat there and was like, "Okay, He's the best strategizer." It really helped me to elevate my thinking for business and for my clients.
He be doing them things like, "All right, I'm gonna let you finish, and when you get tired, you'll come back to me, and then I'll be ready, and I can make it happen faster than you was trying to do it on your own." So I learned that the hard way. So that's how I know, speaking from experience. So thank you, ladies, so much for coming on to tonight's episode. You guys just so amazing. Again, the talent in the room. You have to be in the room, honey. And this is some amazing talent here. So thank you, ladies, so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I appreciate you, audience, for tuning in tonight to episode 62. Make sure you're following Mamapreneur Podcast on all platforms. I swear we're everywhere but space. That is Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Threads. Oh God. Pinterest. We're everywhere. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be back in 2 more weeks with some amazing entrepreneurs. You guys have a blessed weekend.